than what's here in the file?
Ah, the incident, the person involved, they had a small child. Apparently, he was at witness to everything that happened. Yet, the child seems not to speak with any of the men that were sent to him. You can find him up in holding on room 3.
All right. Good thing I have these two child psychology experts. All right.
Hoorah!
Don't worry, I'm great with kids.
Okay. Thank you very much, and I won't take up any more of your time. I'll get right on this.
And he just leans back in his chair, waiting for you guys to leave.
Yeah, I give a
Jacob would have already
half-hearted
been
salute.
halfway
and
out the
just-
door.
All right. I head out, show them to my probably cubicle or whatever, and open that file.
Alright, the dossier explains a murder site of horror movie detail involving a young woman at the age of 19, which was the mother of the said child, presumably. And it looked like a scene out of Freddy Krueger, like she was cut up and left in pieces in her home. As the
So
kid
how old's
was.
the kid?
Huh?
How old's the kid?
The kid looks to be 5. They can't
Damn
find
well.
any birth certificates, and they couldn't even find any papers on it. They're assuming that it was a either a runaway or a what's the word? I'm blanking out.
Orphan?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
So-
kid.
The area seems to give off local sightings of gunfire in the area, though it doesn't look like she has any marks. They found the child hiding in a closet, sprayed with blood when they first picked the kid up.
Were there any defensive wounds on the body?
As far as the report says, yes, there was some on her wrist.
Good. That makes sense. If it wasn't, that'd be confusing. That's why we speak to the kid.
All right. So, looking at it, is this like a looking at the pictures of the place? Is this like a wealthier place or a poorer place? Like,
No, Kikwani it's one of the lower end of all the districts.
and she's in some kind of apartment. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so she's alone in an apartment, and she's just.
So it's the ghetto of New Mombasa.
Okay. Is it the full-out slum, or is it just the low-income part?
Low income.
Okay. And is there any records about what she did for a living, or who she was?
Her name was Melissa Grove. She worked for the Uplift Nature Reserve.
All right.
Uplift Day.
They don't actually uplift anything in this setting, do they?
Yeah, because there is not in the city. The space elevator is on another island, but the reserve headquarters is located here.
Mr. Grove, can I look online at her future LinkedIn page and find out what she was doing for them?
That would be a roll, actually.
All right.
Let's see. Would that be technology?
It would be technology.
Yeah.
What about investigation?
No, because you're doing it through technological means, it'd be technology. If you were talking to people, it'd be more so investigation. Or if you were there looking at the site.
Alright. Um,
Jacob would butt in and say, if you're going to do something online, let me do it instead.
Alright, before we go talk to the kid, since no one's been able to get through to him so far, we should probably go in, ahead of time, knowing as much as we can. So, one of you guys want to do some future Googling on this woman and find out what
I'll
she
take
did
care
for,
of the computer stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
pat
find
Jacob
out.
on the shoulder.
what she did for Uplift Nature Reserve and
I actually think there's a name for the space Google.
Let's go Google.
Spoogle.
It's called the Oni directory.
It's among one of the lot of different things that I had to look up when I was setting up for this. It's called
It's the superintendent.
Variant Telecom.
Variant Telecom.
Oh.
Alright.
I'll do
Virus.
the Variant Telecom lookups, and you guys can take care of the kid.
I'm just gonna check the basic, check to see if she had any kind of criminal records or whatever. That should be a thing I've got, right?
You could see that she is on your records,
Mhm.
but not in this city. It was located in Egypt for
Okay.
petty crime.
Okay.
So what am I rolling to do the technological lookups?
Tech use.
Yep. So what kind of dice am I rolling?
You just roll on to under tech use.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, hold up. I gotta get re-familiar with all this shit.
Yeah, if you go underneath your skills, tech use is at the very bottom.
Assuming
Yeah.
you've got it trained, it would just be your intelligence, probably.
Yeah, I got it maxed out, so...
Alright, so you have a plus 20. And then you just press the tech use button, or tech use, and it rolls. It seems like you did something wrong there.
Alright.
I
He was
think I
rolling the
did.
70s. What's your intelligence plus 20?
Intelligence plus 20, let's go take a look at that. 30 plus 20 is 50.
Okay, so you're trying to roll under a 50, and you got a 77.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to look into their system settings to see if you could find any information about
Yes, I am.
Miss Melissa, but
I am indeed. So I failed. I got locked out.
it doesn't seem like she's on any of their websites as you're looking through. Nothing that you could access her information about, at least.
What's the penalty for defaulting again? Is it minus 20%?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give it a try also while I'm waiting for him. So I'm trying to get under a 30. Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So what you do differently, since he just went directly to their site in hopes to try to find information on her. I mean, it'd make more sense if she was someone of importance, like a CEO or something. Not far off from that to be on their main page, but since he couldn't find her, obviously that means that she's much lower down on the strum. So you did a broader search and just went on variant system, use variant to look at any recent employee of the years, anything like that, and her name comes up. She was the employee of the year for 2051 of March for that month
Good for her.
for excellent customer service.
Okay.
And she stayed on that for 3 months in total.
Okay, so we still don't know what she actually did for them? Or
What you know now is that she's a part of customer service.
Okay.
So she was like the call center person.
Let's say,
Or she could have been a tour guide of some kind.
does it say who gave her who gave her the award?
As you look at the reward, it says, "For your due diligence for excellent customer service, Melissa Grove, we congratulate you with this plaque and hope to have your continued service with the Uplift Nature Reserve Company."
Like, is there a photo of like a guy handing it to her or something?
No, you should see the plaque.
Well, I
But
guess
as
we
it
can.
continues reading, it says thank you to all of the management, and then it has a list of names there.
Okay, great. Those are people we can look into later. All right.
Well,
Do
we
either
gotta
of you
see if she's
have-
got some enemies as well.
Yeah.
You can check that out.
Yeah. You want to check like social media, see.
Yeah,
Neo
we should
Facebook, Neo
we should
Twitter.
check her.
And
you
that
know,
search
her
that you
Facebook.
made with the 7, that was good enough that you could check the social media. Yeah, all our accounts were put on tribute mode for people that
Okay.
passed.
That was quick.
So
Yeah,
is there?
fucking quick.
Okay, yeah. So what can we tell from those pages about who she was? Like,
Was
Seems
she
like
well
she,
loved? Was she like hated by many?
from what you could figure out, you know that it isn't easy for a young teen to get a job working at the Uplift Nature Reserve for any reason, even more so at their like head location, without having an outstanding resume, most likely, or just great either like if somebody is pushing you into the position, or you have good resources to get you there.
yeah, connections.
Jacob would look at the information and quietly mumble, "Sexual favors."
So there's nothing like on her space Facebook page. It's like, by the way, those insurrectionists, they sure have a point. Or
Yeah, it's in tribute mode at this point.
Okay,
It's saying
okay.
in memory of Melissa Grove, your family will
so-
miss you, and stuff like that.
So there are are there like friends posting comments and
Yes.
stuff saying, okay, so we've got a list of people to talk to about her also. Okay. I'm assuming it's all like generic, wish you weren't dead stuff.
Pretty much. If you give me an investigation on this, either one of you can make, I can give you something more.
All right, investigation.
Go for it.
All right. Investigation's linked, I think, so rolling under a 50. Nope.
Oop.
You don't seem to get any more out of this.
Okay.
So, how about we go and talk to that kid now?
Yeah. Okay.
Lead the way.
All right.
Your
So
station.
I lead the way to the room where the kid is.
So
Go
you
forth.
go up into the room as you see a young-looking, white-skinned boy sitting in a chair with his arms crossed over his knees. A pile of what looks like breakfast in front of him that looked to be untouched, with an empty cup next to it.
Can I roll? What would it be? What is it? I was gonna say like notice, but I'm trying to remember what the skill is to see if there's any like family resemblance between the two.
Oh no,
Minus
they're completely two
perception.
different races.
Okay.
She looked more
Ah.
Egyptian, he looks Caucasian.
Okay. So no family resemblance. Okay. All right.
So, who's the best with kids?
Really not me.
Probably me right now. Yeah.
I was bringing
So
up a picture of like Melissa, like before she was butchered, on my phone, and just like